Good
Hello,
evening,
Pluto.
everyone.
Are you a
We
planet?
are here today to explore the incredible discovery of DNA by James Watson and Francis Crick, looking into its primary function, characteristics and implications for organisms and their genetic information. Let's get started. DNA fingerprinting is a powerful technique utilized in forensic science with the aim of helping narrow down possible suspects of a crime. Samples collected from the crime scene are compared with samples from suspects, with investigators being able to conclude whether the DNA of an individual is similar to the sample recovered on site. By understanding the genetic material present, forensic scientists can hypothesize which suspect's DNA is closest to the sample found at the crime scene. This information can be utilized to identify the correct suspect. DNA was credited to the work of James Watson and Francis Crick in 1953. It is composed of 4 nucleotides, having a phosphate group, a sugar group, and one of 4 nitrogen-containing bases. Its primary function is to store and transmit hereditary information from parent to offspring. This lesson will provide an understanding of the scientists who discovered DNA, the characteristics of DNA, and its primary function. At the end of the lesson, participants will be able to name the scientists who discovered DNA's structure, cite the characteristics of DNA, and explain the primary function of DNA. James Watson and Francis Crick made a remarkable discovery in 1953 which revolutionized the field of genetics. The structure of the DNA molecule was a 3-dimensional double helix. This was enabled by the critical contributions of Rosalind Franklin and Maurice Wilkins, marking an era of greater understanding of how DNA works, allowing us to unlock the secrets of life. DNA is the fundamental element of life, consisting of highly complex molecules with nucleotide monomers. Each nucleotide is composed of sugar, a phosphate group, and a nitrogen-containing base, that when joined together form 2 nucleotide chains twisting into a double helix structure. This form grants DNA its strength and stability, which allows it to transfer genetic information from one generation to the next. DNA is a molecule of remarkable properties. Its 2 polymeric strands are held together by hydrogen bonds between complementary bases. Adenine pairs with thymine, while cytosine pairs with guanine, forming the so-called base pairs. These base pairs are responsible for the double helix structure characteristic of DNA. DNA discovery has revolutionized our understanding of the functions and characteristics of DNA. DNA is the fundamental molecule that stores and transfers genetic information from one generation to another. Amazingly, certain sequences of bases found within the molecule have been linked to particular traits and qualities. For example, GTC-AT could be responsible for creating curly brown hair, while GTC-AAT could be responsible for straight black hair. It is incredible to think that such intricate information can be found in a molecule as small as DNA. This lesson plan has provided key insights into this discovery that will help inform us further. DNA is located in the nucleus of all cells in the body and plays a crucial role in encoding genetic information and transferring it from one generation to the next. It contains the genetic instructions required for the growth, development, functioning and reproduction of all living organisms, including certain viruses. It dictates the unique characteristics of each organism, ranging from eye color to potential health risks. Damage to DNA may cause cells to malfunction, resulting in various diseases. It is paramount for the body to operate correctly and is the foundational element of life. DNA is the fundamental unit of life, and its discovery has had a profound effect on the scientific world. It is a nucleic acid consisting of nucleotide monomers, adenosine, thymine, cytosine and guanine, and was determined to be a double helix structure thanks to the combined efforts of Watson, Crick, Franklin and Wilkins. This breakthrough enabled us to appreciate the role of DNA, which is to store the genetic information of all living beings and replicate it in the process of reproduction. To sum up, the discovery of DNA has transformed our perception of the world.